car to, what, Sign Techniques. We'll get a quote on some pinstriping. We got our main guy with us, Mr. Ralph. This is the first drive again with power steering. Doesn't feel as smooth as it did last time. Now the tires are down on the wheel, but I guess it still has power steering, so we're not going to complain about that. So I don't know if there's air in the system or the power steering fluid is low now that I'm moving and whatnot, but it feels like it's a little bit stiffer to turn compared to what it was. Maybe the gear ratio was different in the other one or something along those lines was slightly different, but not really too sure on what the difference is. Pull it into the pinstripe place now. Sign Techniques.
Excited.
What are you?
Excited.
Why?
Because it's about damn time.
Look at that roof. She really is a masterpiece. Hi, Ralph. The real boss man. Right, Grace?
Oh, yeah.
Today's a beautiful day. It's a little continuation of the last thing. So I called one of the local tire stores to see if they had white walls in stock, and he said, actually, I have these, and they were only like 90 bucks a tire. So I like them. I believe those are the original wheels that have the center caps, the clips for them. So I got to find some of those. I found some repos. I might just get those. If not, I can find something around here that has more of the original one. These are the wheels that I sandblasted on a video of a Harbor Freight sandblaster that I did a review on. But these are Milestar, $90 tires a pop. Not terrible. Goes for a wheel alignment on Tuesday. Goes for some pinstriping at the end of next week. Woo! I think it looks awesome. They're not as thick, but I think they still look good. Those are a little skinny for the back. The normal ones are 235s. Those are 205s, so they're definitely skinnier. They don't fill up the wheel wall, but they look more original compared to like what they are. I'm wondering if I could put like a half. I got plenty of lug nut room here. I get at least a quarter to a half an inch, so maybe I'll throw a spacer in just to bring them over, or I'll just leave them. No big deal. I think it looks fine. Definitely looks a little skinny for the car, but that's okay. It looks factory, actually. Those are factory wheels. I'm digging it. Definitely got to get some center caps for them. Appears that the wife approves of them because she's already taken photos of it. Oh, yeah. So we're back and we have a fresh, tripping over paint. Fresh wheel alignment. The front end is dead nut straight. A gentleman did it the old school way. We put the levels on and you put the weights on, and don't use a machine to do it. He just does it by hand, just the old school way, which is what I want. I explained to him that the front end of this car is two different types of suspension parts kind of mixed together. So he had to shim it a bunch, but he was able to get it to go down the road straight. And driving it back from the shop, I could definitely tell the difference. Like, you let go of the wheel, nice and straight, hit the brakes, it's slow straight. The wheels don't howl like they did when I had it before. So super happy about that. I'm glad I ended up going with these white walls, which we have here. And we're going to go over something real quick. Grace is super excited because today we had a gentleman named Zeke come over. He owns a company called Sign Techniques in Chicopee, which is what we went to earlier in the week, if you remember the beginning part of this video. Zeke came over and he pinstriped the car, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. So we'll start with the front of the car. As you can see, did some of the fenders. The front emblem, awesome. I sandblasted it because all the chrome was pitted, and he knew I was going for like the Rat Rod look, so he kept just the ruggedness of it and pinstriped over it and then painted it for me, and it came out absolutely incredible. We got classic, typical Rat Rod, hot rod pinstriping on the hood, and I didn't do very good body work here, as you can see, but like I said a million times, it's a Rat Rod. So to draw your eye away from my half-assed, crappy body work, I had him throw some pinstriping on the tops of the fenders just to kind of pull from it. Last second, I said, hey, can we do maybe of spider web there. And the reason I did what that was is Grace picked something she wanted. We did something for Ralph, and, you know, I just did that. As far as the back of the car, that Corvette's actually behind this today. He did the trunk, which I think is absolutely incredible. And the car's name, we called the car Beauty. We let Grace name it. The day it came off the trailer, she said, she's a beaut. Like, what do you want to call her? She's like, we're going to call it Beauty. So he said, how do you want it? As like this classic pinstripe script. And he nailed that. Absolutely nailed it.
Look at
and
her. She is a beauty.
She sure is a beauty. And then for our little guy, when he's in the car, as you can see, his little snail trails are everywhere. We roll the window down from him. His nose drips. His boogers hang out. Mr. Ralph, or his real name's Ralphie. I like to call him Ralph because he's an old man now, but that's Ralphie's spot. So Ralphie will forever be on here. And Grace was born Friday the 13th. So she's got a lucky 13 or unlucky 13, however you want to call it, on her side of the car. Lucky? We're going with lucky. So that's what it looks like now. I did order some Baby Moon hubcaps for the center. When I put these new tires on the back, they definitely stick in a lot. It is what it is. They're kind of like where they are factory. I mean, they might stick in a little bit more than factory. So I was thinking about getting like some longer wheel studs, maybe running like a 1/2 inch or maybe even an inch wheel space. I'm assuming with the longer studs in the center, it would be okay. I don't really see it putting a lot of stress on it, saying that this isn't like a drag car or anything. It's just putts around town. But with the wheel alignment, we're not going to have any issues on the highway going 60 down the highway, 65, probably even 70. These tires are roughly 3/4 of an inch to about an inch taller, so about a 1/2 inch if you think about the roundness, the diameter of a tire and everything, than they were before. So I should be able to have a decent highway speed with a 3-speed manual transmission. I don't know the gear ratio in the back. I never counted the gears when I had it out, but that's where we're at. This thing is awesome. We're getting there little by little. We have some interior stuff to do, put the exhaust back on it, and literally just cruise the ever-living hell out of it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the updates. We'll see you again soon.